What's the big deal about marriage? Bride price. So in today's show, we are going to be taking the movie Bride Price to the streets to hear from people about real life experiences on how they went about their marriage list, and also to know their thoughts if they will be able to take on what Zubby Micheal took on in the movie. So stay tuned as we'll be right back. So joining us on today's Screen to Street is Miss
Lexi
and Miss
Stephanie.
All right, so we'll go straight to the questions. What was your experience like when watching the movie?
It was exciting. I was nervous too. There was much suspense, but it was really lovely.
Yes, Zubby Micheal was not discouraged. He proved that he loved his wife, despite all the trauma the in-law gave to him. So that's the show of love on his side.
So, do you think women should be sold out in the name of marriage?
No. And reason because the people actually giving you out for marriage are your loved ones, and it's not going to be nice you feeling that your parents are actually selling you out, because there are some people who are actually very emotional about some things. Maybe coming from your parents, you feel that your parents doesn't love you that much. They just want you to be out. They just want you out of their side. So it's kind of discouraging. So I don't feel there's any need a lady should be sold out, because one needs their family around. One needs people who they can actually run to when they need to talk. In terms of parents, okay, imagine your parents selling you out as a lady and something is troubling you in your husband's house. You don't have anybody to call, nobody to talk to. So you feel kind of depressed. A lot of things will start weighing you down or something. So to me, I feel there's no need. It's not important.
Even at times, the in-law will also need you.
Yeah.
Because when you marry, now all of you are families.
Yeah.
You can need somebody. This person can need you. The other person can need you. And what you saw that is what you do not value. Your daughter, you still value your daughter. So there's no point of throwing your daughter out in the name of marriage, because you still need it. When she gives birth, you still go there for more. Sure. That's no point.
All right, moving into the next question. What do you think about marriage lists in the East being too costly?
For me, my opinion, I never experienced it before. I've always been hearing this list is so expensive in some part of the East, which is making ladies not to get married. And it sounds so funny to me, because I don't think it should be so. I don't know. Like I said before, I've never experienced it, and I don't even pray to. I always hear of it like these are expensive. That is why these people are not getting married. Like me, when I meet a lot of people now, they'll be like, "Where are you from?" I'm from Imo State. I hope it's not that part that their bride prices are expensive. I'm running. Are you being serious? Like, to me, it sounds crazy and like it's demeaning. So I don't. It's really not nice.
Yes, if it's something like that, it's happened. It was before.
Okay.
It was before. It doesn't happen like that again these days. If you want to pay a good amount of money for marriage right or whatever, depends on you. Depends on the man and the woman. So I don't think that will still happen.
But what about some people that have faced such instances?
This present time?
Yes.
It depends on them. They want to face it.
Why would you say so?
There are many way outs.
Like?
Well, I don't know how to put it. These days, what people are doing is that if there are something like that in your own village or in your own time, you see men and women, they start living together, giving birth.
Yeah.
So it's the parents who be begging them to come and pay bride price. Any amount you have, come and pay and wipe out this shame on us.
Yes.
So that's why I say there are so many ways out.
All right, that was a nice one. Moving to the third question. Do you think that negotiation shows that a man wouldn't be capable of taking care of his wife?
No. Negotiation doesn't mean that a man cannot be able to take care of his wife. For me, as Micheal was trying to show that he's a real man and he was ready to do anything to have his wife because he actually loves her. So negotiation doesn't mean he laughs her blessed. No, it actually proved that he's a man and he's ready. He was actually ready to go to any length to make things work out for him and to prove his father-in-law wrong. So I just think he was great. He was actually great. He was a brave man. So I don't think negotiation has anything to do with being
negotiation has nothing to do. He proved to the man that he loves his wife and he's a real man. That's all.
Okay, then have you seen any real life experience of where negotiation causes an issue?
No.
I've not seen it, but I think something like that can cause an issue.
Why do you think it should?
When you are pushing a man to do something, maybe in order to please you.
Yes, because he
can go to any just to please you. And at last, he might finally.
Zubby almost sold out his shop.
Everything.
Because he was ready to prove to the man that he can be able to take care of it. And to me, it wasn't actually making sense. There was no sense in it. So, at least the in-laws should be able to understand their son-in-law too. Let them negotiate. At least they don't used to finish everything as in Igbo land.
In Igbo land,
they don't finish things.
Don't finish marriage.
Come back.
Marriage continues.
Marriage continues.
Because when you give birth, your wife should go there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you
the
need
most
anything,
important thing is for your in-laws to know you, to know yes, our daughter is with you, and to remove the shame. That's for me.
Okay, that's what you think, or that's what you believe, rather.
That's what I believe.
All right. So, how about people that believe that women's worth in their husband's eye is measured by the length of the marriage list? Do you think that's true?
Maybe I will ask them how they reason. Because even if they use 1 billion to get married to you and someone they use 20,000 to get married, I don't see the difference. Because at the end of the day, it should be how your marriage runs, how you guys understand each other. So nothing is being measured. It shouldn't be a thing of competition. So all I just know in marriage, there should be love, care, understanding, peace,
adjustment,
respect,
adjust to one another.
So all these measurements,
understanding themselves, each other.
But in the movie, Sophia made mention of the fact that she went to Harvard. And not everybody can really afford the fees for Harvard. So don't you think that should be something that should be added to or considered?
Love in the understanding in the family, in marriage.
He was actually wrong because he should have considered his own daughter's happiness. And I'm happy about the lady because she knows what she wants actually. She saw the rich and she wanted this man. She was ready to stand by Zubby. She was even ready to contribute her own money.
She even contributed.
But there was a part where I watched when she asked and he was like, if I take money from you, that means you're the one marrying yourself. So she was actually a brave.
But the woman contributed. He gave to his friend. I can give him.
Oh, that was actually nice.
I told his friend not to tell him because if he tell him, he will not accept it.
Oh, that's good. She was ready to build her home. She knows what she wanted. So going to school, being a graduate, if you like, and then Oxford University, it doesn't really matter. So your parents shouldn't see that as an achievement because you're not actually the only person who has attended that school. So those kind of things shouldn't really count. At the end of the day, your daughter's happiness should be what matters a lot, not what the school she went to. What if she goes there, she knows not the person you want her to get married to. Now she goes to that rich man you want her to go to. She can't even perform anything. She can't do it, and they keep having issues. And this is same person you said went to Harvard, went to Oxford. So it's not those things.
You're supposed to marry a rich man because he went to Harvard University.
Those things doesn't really
count in marriage
for me.
What counts in marriage is love,
understanding, respect, peace,
adjusting to each other's faults.
All right, so this brings us to our final question for today.
Okay.
Towards the end of the movie, where Zubby Micheal was actually paying the bride price, there came a point where the elders requested for kola nuts from them, and they asked them to pay the huge sum of 200,000 naira. If you were to be in his shoes, would you have paid that sum?
I'm not going to lie, depending on the position I am in that moment. For the fact that I've gone through a lot, like I've really proven myself that yes, I want to marry this lady, I want to be her husband, and I want to prove to my father-in-law that I really love my wife and I'm ready to do anything to take my wife home with me. That particular moment, if I don't have it, I don't think begging will even come as an option for me, because I'm going to object it. Because to me, it's actually not making any sense to me with everything I've gone to, and you're still asking for 200,000 for cola or whatever. So I don't think
You will not pay it. And what if it is the last option for you to marry his daughter?
The last option.
You will not pay.
That moment, I don't think I will even have that thought to start negotiating anything with him, to start telling him anything. Like, because me, I will feel that moment they don't have any option. Even if I tell them I don't have that money, that moment, that I don't have it, and I'm not ready to borrow at that moment. I don't have it.
No, that you see that man. That man
moment,
everything is doing.
Yes,
he doesn't want this man to marry his wife.
That particular moment, I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. I don't have, and there's nothing I can do about it.
After spending 12 points,
if I explain to him and he refused to understand me, as long as we've gone that far, I don't think there's anything I can do that moment. Because okay, let's assume I'm going to say that moment I'm not happy. According to Zubby, we all know that he wasn't really financially buoyant. Okay, so I don't have this money this time. Can we actually, can this money be paid this time? And maybe if you ask which particular, me, I can't really give a specific time I'm going to pay that money. So to me, it's gonna annoy me in that moment. I don't think I even have
going that far, for have gone such far. If it is 200 and if I don't have it at that moment, I will bring with the elders and the man. I will bring the money. So.
What if the man insists this is the particular time you're going to pay this? You need to pay it right now.
We'll go look for the money, because I know that in his mind he doesn't want.
And me, I can't go to anyone to look for money, but
remember the uncle wanted to pay that money. When Zubby saw that the uncle wanted to pay that money, he told the uncle that he will pay the money.
I personally feel that moment, if he insists on doing it, maybe I'll just talk to at least I have to call down my pride to talk to my wife to be able to resolve it.
So that's all on today's show, Royals. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section, and please subscribe.